And first, it will be given to all the medical personnel, and then like this, whoever is more exposed to them, it'll be given, slowly it'll come. By the time it comes to the whole population on the planet, openly now, till now there was hide and seek, now openly they are saying, it is hallucinatory to think that there will be a vaccine at the end of this year. Openly, they are saying this. It is very, dreamy to have a vaccine by the end of this year. If it comes, it may come sometime around this time next year. And first, it will be given to all the medical personnel, and then like this, whoever is more exposed to them, it'll be given, slowly it'll come. By the time it comes to the whole population on the planet, it may take anywhere between 24 to 36 months.
Subscribe now and press the bell icon. Never miss an update.
Even if you go at full production of vaccine and try to vaccinate everybody on the planet, it'll take that much time if it happens super efficiently. So, 24 to 36 months, or even if it is 12 months, 12 months means lot of things will naturally shrink and shrivel in terms of our activity. Only thing is, we as human beings should not shrink and shrivel. It is very important, every nation, India is doing the right thing, focusing on agriculture. Every nation should do this, focus on agriculture, ensure there's substantial amount of food everywhere. Somebody may not have the money to buy it doesn't matter, we can just give them the food to eat. There must be enough food on the planet, this is the most vital thing. Because if food shortages come, then it will go into another mode. Once food shortages come, it's simply impossible to maintain law and order, it'll be impossible to maintain civic balance in any nation, it'll go out of control.
Subscribe now and press the bell icon. Never miss an update.
So it's most important that every nation should focus on it, everybody who has a piece of land should see at least nothing else, at least there's a papaya tree or a murungai tree or something else. Everybody should see how there is enough food on the planet, particularly governments in their policy and in their focus, because now going to the Mars is not the most important thing. Yes, we need to understand, because wanting to be ahead of somebody, satellites are being shot off, It's very, very important that everybody conserve, step back a little bit, ensure people don't die of starvation on this planet in our generation. This much we must take care.
Subscribe now and press the bell icon. Never miss an update.
With great pleasure, now we have the honor of having Sadhguru of Isha Foundation on the channel. Sadhguru, Namaskaram. Very nice of you to join us, and thank you for joining us. Sadhguru, the world is going through intense pain. How would you really summarize what is happening in the world?
Well, we are hoping that the virus will mutate and bring itself, neutralize itself, to learn to live with us rather than taking our life. But that may take time, And in that time, if we speak out in a big way, well, take a big fatality rate, which is what we're trying to prevent right now. But also, there is going to be a huge economic cost to this, depending upon how long it lasts and what happens. Mhm. Well, already I think the economic repercussions felt across the world. People are making estimates compared to the previous depression in 20th century, it will be much bigger than that. Having said all this, yes, there are going to be many challenges. If it lasts for 6 to 12 months, as some of the medical and scientific are saying, well, you may have to kind of rejig yourself to live in a new world. Many things would have changed in the economic perspective and social perspective. So, we need to rejig ourselves for that. Well, at the same time, we can look at the positives in terms of this is a time when individual humans can focus on their health, fitness, mental well-being, spiritual well-being, and variety of other aspects, and above all, well, slowing down of economic process. Unfortunately, though it causes much pain to all of us, still it is good for the planet. So we have to count positives also. But right now, all these things will become philosophical to people. The only thing that we need to think of right now is how to see that I am not the carrier, ensuring that I'm not infected, and further ensuring that I will not become a carrier to infect other people. This is the responsibility that the citizens of the nation have to show.
Sadhguru, because of the lockdown, the bottom of the pyramid, the daily wages, the daily, the daily laborer really have suffered a lot. So how can the government and corporate citizens cushion the blow on that segment?
When you talk about those people who have to earn their daily bread with daily labor, that is daily wage earners, such people, well, this may be okay for a week, maximum 15 days. Beyond that, starvation situations may happen to them. So it's very important that we deliver some kind of sustenance for them. One thing is we have the PDS system, we need to activate that. Another is, fortunately, there is a financial infrastructure in terms of crores of bank accounts. Well, there was a lot of debate when these accounts were opened. What is the use of an account without money? But this is the use of that today there are bank accounts, government can deliver a certain amount of subsidies to those people who will be deprived of, daily livelihood. And if it goes beyond that, I don't believe government itself can handle everything. It is important that in our communities, wherever we are, we must look around and see, maybe we have been too busy with our own businesses, our own, stock market fluctuations and stuff. We must open our eyes and see who are those people who are vulnerable to starvation and being deprived of basic nourishment. And as communities in the regions in which we live, in the localities in which we exist, we must ensure that at least basic nourishment is taken care of. If it moves into that direction, very easily, I believe in 2 to 3 weeks' time, it could start getting there. So,
Subscribe now and press the bell icon. Never miss an update.
it will become important. This is very important that no segment of population goes into starvation mode, because that will… one thing is it's inhuman, another thing is it will also lead to social unrest, which must be arrested right now. That we should not… virus is causing enough trouble to us, we should not start causing trouble to ourselves by losing control over the situation.
Now, Sadhguru, Prime Minister Modi has also shared and indicated that there are reports which are coming that a select section of society are not really following lockdown and they are not maintaining social distancing. So what do you have to say to some, and those who are not really taking social distancing seriously?
I think unfortunately a whole lot of people understood that this Janata curfew is just one day. I don't think they got the message that it was just a drill. One day is a drill, but we should be ready for more number of days. In some places, immediately we have to go into it. In some other places, maybe a little later we can do it. But if we go into it, the requirement may be a fortnight or maybe a month, which is very, very taxing for anybody, and various commitments that we have made. But above all, for people to understand that they're putting their own lives, their loved ones' lives, and many other people's lives at risk is something that everybody needs to understand. More and more communication is needed regarding this. And there is, of course, a bunch of people who are giving political commentaries about a situation like this. This is a time where, as a nation, we need to get together as one, and everybody who has means to communicate somehow. Even if you can communicate to 10 people or 10 million people, you must do this as much as possible, making them understand this is all you have to do. With this virus, the important thing that we need to understand is we as human beings are the transportation system for this virus. Don't give them a ride. That is, you don't get infected and you ensure that you don't infect anybody. This much responsibility, if every one of us exhibit, it would happen. That is easier said than done. All it needs is constant communication of this message to as many people as possible at various levels in every language for every sort of person who lives in this country, because we are a country with variety of people. They need to be told in different ways.
Sadhguru, due to the virus, hand washing is something which should have been a necessary part of everyone's life, is now regaining attention and focus, and everyone is prioritizing that. So how can one really maintain basic hygiene and boost immunity, which will act as a shield to stop the virus from entering anyone's body?
This is the reality of our existence. One thing that we need to understand is an invisible virus is a threat to us. This is how fragile human life is. Unfortunately, most people go around as if they're immortal. The mortality of who we are, the nature of our existence is staring in our face. It always should be, we should always be conscious about it. Unfortunately, most people go about as if it doesn't exist. So one thing is, it's brought home the fragility of human existence, that people can just die in hundreds and thousands, just like that, without knowing what hit them. So, this aspect has to be borne in our mind. We need to understand whatever our losses are, whatever our troubles are in the world, the most important thing for us right now is that we stay alive. Staying alive is the priority, that you do not become a victim of this viral infection that's going on, and ensure people around you are not victims of the same thing. Staying alive is the most important thing. If you and me are alive, we must be in a celebratory mode, not in a depressive mode. Yes, there are losses, all of us will take a hit. Nobody will be spared probably. If it lasts long enough, nobody will be spared. It doesn't matter, rich, poor, middle class, everybody will be hit by that.
Subscribe now and press the bell icon. Never miss an update.
But if we survive this and we live beyond this, that is a great thing, and that is what is most important. Little less or more of what we have should not determine this. About offering them a process, probably by today evening or probably by tomorrow morning, we are releasing a package of a certain kind of chant which enhances what is called a samat prana in the body, which in turn enhances one's immune system, and also a certain practice called Isha Kriya. This means it will prepare you mentally and physiologically and psychologically, it will put you in a good place. So right now there is a problem from outside. Now let us not create problems from inside, this is very important. What life throws at us is not our choice. What we make out of it is entirely our choice. Right now, life or the world has thrown a challenge at us. Let us come out of this successfully.
So, Sadhguru, lastly, we understand that you are a big advocate of haldi and neem, and one should consume them on a daily basis as a routine. Can I request you to walk us through and what is the importance of haldi and neem and some other superfoods which are of Vedic importance?
Every day, 8 to 10 neem leaves on an empty stomach and then drink some warm water or warm water laced with turmeric. If you do this, your immune system will get a boost, not that immediately it will work. In 3 to 6 weeks' time, there could be some difference. Well, this is also the mango season, mangoes have not become ripe yet. Raw mango is good for enhancing one's immune system. The amla is there, that is also in season. Eating it as it is, without cooking it or whatever else, not doing anything else with it, this also. There is something called as Mahavilva leaves, which is available in the Western Ghat region, maybe in Mumbai, I'm not sure. So people, if you can eat about 3 to 5 leaves a day in the morning, that will also enhance your system, immune system. There are various other things like this we can put out, otherwise everybody is definitely aware of Chyavanprash, or in Siddha Vaidya it is known as Jiva Lehyam. These things also enhance your immune system. So if you have old people at home, if you have people beyond 60, 65 years of age, it is good to start them on Chyavanprash and some amount of turmeric and neem. Definitely it's a good thing to do.
Sadhguru, namaskaram once again, and thank you for joining us, and thank you for walking us through that while sitting at home, when we look at financial markets, when we look at what's happening to the economy, it's always a very painful it's very painful and it's very frustrating, but like you said, the most important right now is the value of human life, and that is what I think this virus in a sense has taught us, how to value human life, how to keep safe. And thank you on that, if I may use the word tip or advice or indication or suggestion, that one must keep boosting our immunity by using superfoods like haldi, neem, even raw mango or amla.
Subscribe now and press the bell icon. Never miss an update.